Hey everyone, Dan here. Before we get into it, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like and subscribe button. And keep in mind that these are my own thoughts, opinions, and ideas. These are not meant to be, nor should you take them as investment or trading advice in any way, shape, or form. Do your own due diligence, put in the work for yourself, and make your decisions based on that. Enjoy.
All right, folks, here we are on Friday, February 9th. We're going to take a look at Tell today. So we're after market close, obviously. Tellurian gains as company explores sale of upstream business. So that's what they're chalking some of this move or all of this move up to. But it has come up, percentage-wise, quite significantly off of this 35-cent bottom. And today it's stretched to a high of 66, so almost doubling in price in just a few days. So, I mean, obviously, if you've been holding this for a while, you're probably still dramatically underwater. But, this is interesting for anyone who did anything such as caught anywhere near that bottom or even the break of this downtrend resistance. So let's start there. Downtrend resistance, it shrugged off this thing 3 or 4 times and then busted through on Thursday and continued forward today. So we'll see what it's going to do. It's doing a pretty good job respecting the levels that we had put in. You see this high this day was 53 cents. It's exactly where we had the level. This high today was stretching in between to 61, and then today obviously we stretched up nearly to that 66, 67 level that we have. So I feel good about the levels that we have on the chart. We'll see if 61 plays a bigger role or not, or if it continues on, if 75 plays a bigger role. If we zoom in intraday, here you can see sort of the importance of the levels, right? Came up pre-market here, shrugged off this 53, came all the way down to 44-ish area, and then tried to push up toward that level again all day, gapped down actually into the pre-market, and then came up and was able to capture that 53 and pushed off of it, and then it was able to just sort of continuously swing and came up to the 61. There's that 61 playing a role. Came up, punched through, failed the attempt of that 6664, but you see that wick down here came just down through that 61, and that was just before that big push came up. So again, I do feel really good about these levels. Obviously, there's a downtrend resistance break for now. We'll see if that holds or not. And how things look, but I'm going to leave these levels. This gives us a path up toward $1. If it does continue to run up, if it comes back down, obviously now we have 61 and 53 on the chart, and there's certainly a level that's formed here around, well, it's basically around 50 cents. So pretty tight into that 53. Probably not worth cluttering the chart with at the moment, but if it does retrace a bunch of these gains and folks are interested, I'd be happy to come in and put some levels below if it starts to dabble in those waters again. Now, checking out where things are situated on the EMA front, let's pull these in. So you do see an interesting situation here, right? We have swooping up of the 8, getting close to the 21, and both of those moving toward the 34 as the price action today was establishing support at the 21 and moving through the 34. So, as far as EMAs go, all good signs there. There's no bullish crossover yet, but we'll see if it can continue to push. Obviously, those will get dragged up into a bullish formation in the coming days or weeks. And you do see the 183 EMA situated right about $1 up here. That'll continue to move down as even if the price is approaching it here. So we'll see where that sort of sits if it gets actually proximal to the price action, but who knows if that's the case or not. Now, I should mention it's a low price stock, and so just be careful. Folks got all bent out of shape when I had the Invitae stocks up and doing some sort of analysis on that and talking about, is there a big move coming, so on and so forth. That tanked and got delisted, and folks, I guess, couldn't figure out that me saying, is there a big move coming, meant that could be in either direction, which I feel like I say all the time, but who knows what people hear versus what you say. But, just keep in mind that if these things tank significantly, they don't have a lot of room to work with. So, keep that all in mind. And I don't know if they've been given notice that, they have to get their share price over $1 by X date. I haven't looked into any of that. So if anyone has, feel free to put it in the comments below. Now, flipping over to the Think or Swim study. Taking a look here now, what this picture is we had this bullish push that pushed the price up out of the channel. And again, what we always look for when price gets out of the channel is for it to re-enter and test the mid-range of the channel. And it did that pretty quickly. So not a super great sign in terms of having more bullish momentum. And obviously it didn't, because it came down, started batting itself on the lower bound of the channel, fell out on that dip to 35, and then re-entered and very quickly got back up to the mid-range. So sort of a double-edged sword here, whereby it's, was up out of the channel and it really relented on that bullish momentum quickly. However, when it got down out of the channel on the lower bound, it pulled itself back up to the mid-range very quickly. So where this wants to situate is sort of in question at the moment. We do see the histogram dying down, getting mighty close to the baseline. So we'll see if we can get a flip from bearish to bullish momentum on the histogram. And you do see this red wave clouds, starting to curl to a point and, potentially making a flip to, yellow neutral and then green bullish. We'll see. Very nice candle with support at the mid-range of the channel, stretching up toward the upper bound of the channel, and we'll see again how much gusto it has left in it. While we're sort of swinging in one direction at the moment, just keep in mind this is, the 1 year chart. Looks like this, with just sort of drawdown after drawdown after drawdown. So again, just as a point of caution, don't forget that that's the case. Now, let's bring in the ATR levels while we're here. We haven't checked in on Tell for a while, so I feel like why not do a little extra in this video. So these are some ATR levels, some potential targets where it may head if it goes in either direction. So per this study, okay, it's basically saying that if it gets some bullish momentum over that 71 cent level, you see here, 71 cents, the +1 ATR would give a target of 137. Now it has a target prior to that of about 103. These do move, these are dynamic, so these move as candles get put in, so just keep that in mind as well. Now the mid-range on the ATRs is sort of the baseline is about 51 cents, and then if it does start to retrace and pull back even further, this has the sell-off sort of kicking off right around 30 cents, so below that recent swing low of 35, 36, and that has an ultimate target of minus 37 cents. So, and then the interim is also still negative. So, I guess if we put any faith in this, we could sort of say if it dips below 30, it might be trouble, in more ways than one, but we'll see. It's funny, I had just never seen that before. So, yeah, so it goes. All right, folks, I hope that you had a nice trading week and that you enjoy your weekend ahead. And as always, I appreciate you watching, and I will see you in the next video.